Good morning. My name's Shannon. I'm the president of AMRA, American Mining Rights Association. And we got a really cool video for you today. We're going to actually be shooting it probably over the next week, but we wanted to encourage you guys to go out to our website and find out who AMRA is. You know, we support the miners and the people that want to have access to their public lands. We defend those people vehemently. And lately we've been calling out the USFS, the Forest Service, and closing and gating all the roads and all that stuff. But it's about 8 o'clock in the morning, and believe it or not, I couldn't sleep last night. I left about midnight. I left Yosemite, and I'm on my way to Idaho, up in a place called Elk City. We got a claim up there on the South Fork of the Clearwater that we're going to be dredging on Tuesday. We're actually going up to challenge the EPA. The EPA is saying that we need a pollutant discharge permit to dredge, even though the state is issuing permits. So anyway, we're going to go up there in direct opposition to the EPA, who is threatening to fine people $35,000 per day if they dredge. We already had an event up there on the 4th, up on the Salmon River, and it was a big success. The EPA was afraid to show up. We've contacted the local sheriff. We've got lawmakers. We've got county commissioners. Everybody's going to be there on Tuesday. It's Sunday right now. So anyway, I'm going to hop back in the truck. We're going to get out of here and we'll pick you up on the road. I was born and raised in California. Folks down there ain't like you and me. They never seem to have enough time. Too busy living to live life right. It's always on to the next big thing. And up in that city by the bay, well, I was trying to find John, and I thought it was at milepost 54, but that would be my dredge right there. I recognize that thing, so I think he must be down here. I need a little room to roam. I guess that big city life just ain't the life for me. Let me tell you about where I come from. Now we got small towns and farmland, folks who still make a living with their hands. Where I come from, a man is still a man. So I like the looks of that one spot, but I think the inside bend where those two big boulders are is probably really that's where I'd like to start. But we got two dredges, so I mean, I didn't know. Did you want to fire yours up at the same time the first day, or do you want to work together, or what do you want to do?
Well, I think me and you're going to be in the water running your dredge. Mike's going to be up there filming everything, and
it's just sickening what this world is, not the world, but what our country is coming to. You know, I mean, gosh, we could probably list, I'll bet you I could rattle off 10 different things right now that is going on with our government that they're doing to the veterans, and the IRS targeting, Benghazi, and, you know, Fast and Furious and all these things. And you know what? You got all of these illegals coming across the border right now. And, you know, if you and I went out and jaywalked in town somewhere, they'd probably throw us in jail, but yet they let these people that are violating federal law and our federal sovereignty, and they're actually getting money. They're getting our money.
yeah.
And it's just, getting enough.
Yeah.
It's just getting enough.
It's always been too much. Well, it's kind of like the logging up here where we're at here now. You know, they pretty much shut it down. I see maybe 1 or 2 trucks go by all day long.
That's what killed Oregon. That's where I came from, man. The spotted owl that shut down the logging industry.
When you came down into the canyon, you see how there's nothing but just green scrub brush on the one side. I guess a fire went up there about 10 years ago and never came back.
Well, that's pretty steep ground too.
Yeah, you think they would have went there and planted or something to help bring it back. But.
You know, it's the thing about it is that all of these things are being done for political agendas and not the science that backs it. And that's what pisses me off about dredging so much, is because we have all of the science behind us. You know, the science, I mean, we've got 12 studies, John, you know, that we have listed on a piece of paper that have been done since basically the early 90s by biologists and fisheries and Department of Fish and Game, and you know, millions of dollars of taxpayer money that is spent to do these studies, and they all come back conclusively that we actually help fish habitat, we don't harm fish, we don't get a dredge during when salmon are spawning, but they still drive this ideology and this agenda. It's just like the global warming, you know, scam that they've got going on. It's just, it's all for political ideology instead of really what's best for the people and the environment. Because, you know, when we remove 98% of the pollutants that are in this little river over here, I know Mother Nature is going, thank you. You know, and the fish, when they come up to spawn, now they've got perfect beds to go and lay their eggs in. So it's just depressing.
Yeah, well, like I say, waiting for you to show up. I mean, you've seen all the cans and plastic bottles I got. I hauled off a scooter, a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, you filled a 5-gallon bucket with smashed pop cans.
I got 2 of them.
And beer cans, 2 of them. Now,
just under a half-mile of claim.
I appreciate that. You know, that's, you know how I feel about that stuff. I know you feel the same way.
Yeah, like I say, we're out here. We're trying to make the world a better place to live in, and hopefully make a couple of bucks so we can keep the IRS off our behind.
Yeah, good luck with that. And by the way, are those your wife's slippers?
No, these are actually mine.
Really? Okay.
These are my camping slippers.
So let's give you guys an update. We're on Sasquatch 3, our claim here on the South Fork of the Clearwater in Idaho, and we got some of our good friends here. A lot of the guys from the Occupy event. We got Swimma here. Some other people that we've been working with actually for, gosh, going on what, 9 months now, John? Since last time I contacted you, or first time. Anyway, we're waiting. Today is July 15th, guys, 2014. You know the EPA is saying we need a pollution discharge permit, all that crap. So anyway, dredge is in the water. We're on the river. We are hoping and praying that they show up. We want a confrontation with them, and this is our opportunity to really stand up against the government and these completely ridiculous, over-intrusive regulations. So, all right, so we just shot that last segment right down the corner here, but we want to explain to you guys why we picked this spot. You know, our whole goal is to try to teach you guys why, or where you can dig or where you can mine to get the most gold that you could possibly get. So the dredge is right here below me on the left. Hopefully you can see it through the little weeds here. But you can see the river does a turn to the right here. The water's flowing this way, and there's a big inside bend there. We know that there's good gold on that inside bed because the guy that we bought the claim for, he kind of dredged sporadically in here and he got really good gold. So if you look where the dredge is and you line that up with that inside bend, we're going to take that shot right there, and with our 30-foot hose, we're going to do about a 20-foot wide swath, take it to bedrock, and we'll just keep going like that. Hopefully we'll find that pay streak. But gold travels in the area of least resistance. So when this thing's pumping and the water is 5 times higher than it is, that's when the gold moves. So we think that gold should follow that inside bend and then shoot right towards where the dredge is now. So anyway, we're going to go down there, we're going to expose the bedrock, hopefully find some cracks, and then we'll chase that right towards that bend. So look for those inside bends. So if the river does this, you want to be on that inside, and then the water will continue straight down that path and come into this bank. So that's why we're digging in that spot, or actually dredging in that spot. So anyway, I can't wait. Let's get in this water. Let's go find some gold. Good.
I was born and raised in California, spent a little time in Hollywood. Folks down there ain't like you and me. They never seem to have enough time, too busy living to live life right. It's always on to the next big thing. And up in that city by the bay, you couldn't pay me enough to stay. I never got what the big deal was anyway. That's not where I call home. I need a little room to roam. I guess that big city life just ain't the life for me. Let me tell you about where I come from. Now we got small towns and farmland, folks who still make a living with their hands. Where I come from, a man is still a man. Where I live, people know your name. They ask how you've been and they're always glad you came. You can sit down just to talk about old times. That's my California. I still see friends from school, and I think about the things we used to do. Man, those were the good old days. We couldn't wait for summer to come. We'd head out when the chores were all done, running wild through the countryside. We were young and having fun, swimming in them truly canals, getting sunburned and just hanging out, cruising through town on the way back home, just to see if there was anyone around. And we'd go fishing all night long, bullfrog singing from dusk till dawn. Sometimes we just lay back and watch the stars with the radio on. That's still the place that I call home. 'Cause we got small towns and farmland, folks who still make a living with their hands. Where I come from, a man is still a man. Where I live, people know your name. They ask how you've been and they're always glad you came. You can sit down just to talk about old times. That's my California. Nowadays I don't have that much time, too busy working, trying to survive. It's all I can do just to make it through.
Not bad, huh? That's our cleanup today. Hopefully you can see this. This one's just the fine gold. This one, actually a lot of it's fallen down on the front of the pan, but that's more the nugget trap, and there's some nice sized pieces in here. But you know, this isn't really known for great big gold. It's pretty small. But anyway, we hope you enjoyed this. We've enjoyed dredging. Sorry about the car. I don't know how much that is. We'll throw it in the bottle and kind of give an estimate on how much we've got, but we did good. We're in a really good area, like we mentioned. We're all the way down onto bedrock. We're in what we're calling kind of creamsicle, because it's a cross between kind of a coffee creamer stuff.
Yeah. And
then real deep orange stuff, real craggy bedrock. So anyway, check us out on American Mining Rights Association, or AmericanMiningRights.com. Check us out on Facebook under American Mining Rights. And we're going to be shooting videos the rest of the time that we're up here. And we know once we get next to this great big boulder up here, we're going to be in some really good stuff. So anyway, we'll see you tomorrow.